I don't know if you can relate to me, but nowadays I've seen like a rise in, like sad, lonely edits getting popular all over the internet, especially in Instagram Reels section, where this kind of content, where basically, this depressing edits along with this sad music at the background is becoming very popular, and people are like relating to this kind of edits, this kind of videos, this kind of reels, and they're like, oh, this is like me, and this is like my vibe, and they basically adopt this kind of identity where they are basically the always depressed guy without having a very strong reason to be even depressed. Like, I don't think you should have a reason to be depressed, but what I mean is that nowadays people aestheticize suffering because normal life feels emotionally empty. And this kind of people have basically built their whole identity through pain, like through suffering. They consume this kind of content, this kind of lonely edits, lonely sigma culture. I don't know what you call it, it's pretty cringe to me, but some of the cringe people even post, this kind of reels on your stories, where they basically play the victim card without any specific reasons, like, oh, mercy me and stuff like that. And I'm not saying they are bad, or I'm not judging them in a bad way, but if you're also one of this person where basically your whole aesthetics, your whole identity is built on, this kind of lonely vibes, this kind of depressing vibes, I think this might really affect your life in a way, and basically also affect your goals and dreams without you even realizing that much. When people aestheticize pain, suffering, and being lonely and depressed and stuff like that, basically they start becoming the broken one, the misunderstood one, the lonely one without any specific reasons. They start becoming very sad. They consume this kind of content all the time. And when you even open the Instagram for this kind of people, where your whole FYP and feed is basically filled with sad edits and lonely vibes, that kind of content, which is really affecting your life in some sort of way, which they might not realize it, which if you're one of those guys, you might relate to it. If pain disappears, what are they? And I don't mean people can't be sad or they can't be depressed. Like, we are human beings and we have got specific reasons. But the people I'm talking about specifically is the kind of people who do not have like a very specific reasons. Like, they don't even have a reason to be sad about. But because of all the content we consume, they start romanticizing their pain. And it kind of makes your life miserable. And one of the reasons why people do this is probably because of the reason that sadness looks aesthetic online. This kind of content, this kind of videos, this kind of reels have been made in a way that basically makes it feel like very aesthetic to some people. See, my friend, if you're also one of these guys, I need you to stop consuming this kind of content first of all. And because if your whole identity, your whole vibe is basically based on sadness and depression and lonely kind of vibes, like, how are you basically going to enjoy your life, and how are you actually going to move forward? I know you probably have goals and basically dreams to achieve, but if you can do this kind of stuff all the fucking time, what are you going to, like, the impact it gives you is basically really, really big, which you might not even imagine. So even if you have like a specific reasons to be sad or depressed about, stop romanticizing your pain. Seriously, man, stop romanticizing your pain. Stop making your pain, your depression look aesthetic. All right, if your life is very suffering, like, make them look worse instead of making them look aesthetic, and actually try to find a way to basically remove them from your life and make your life much better by removing them. And this is where I will say you need a strong meaning. All right, once you have a strong meaning in life, once you have a strong why to basically keep going, to basically keep moving forward to achieve that one dream, you don't have time for this kind of stuff. You need to have a strong meaning with your life. You need to have this strong why and this relentless desire to become something that you really want to be. Because if you have a strong purpose, my friend, this kind of content, this kind of stuff, this kind of depressing videos will feel very, very stupid to you. I personally strongly believe that people can survive hard things if they have a strong purpose in life. If you have a strong meaning in life, whatever hard things you're going through in life, if you have a strong purpose in life, I think you will be able to survive it, and you will be able to really fight it back. So whatever it is, even if you have a strong reason to be sad or depressed about, stop romanticizing them. Find a purpose in your life, find a meaning, and live your life, man. And also, don't be the cringe person who basically do not even have meaning to basically be sad about, but consume this kind of content because it has some sort of aesthetics to them. Stop romanticizing pain and live your life. and achieve that dream. I hope this video was helpful to you in some way. If you have any thoughts for this video or any problems with your life, you can definitely leave it down in the comments. Until then, stay disciplined.